Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. Pelton upset over General Aviation Caucus misrepresentation of GA's position on privatization. Sullenberger raises safety access concerns if ATC is privatized. CAF adds Bell 47 to Warbird fleet. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's July 17th, and this is Airborne Unlimited. You've all heard it, various bits of hot air from a number of elected officials trying to infer that the effort to bring about ATC privatization has plenty of support among the entire aviation community, which plainly isn't true. EAA Boss Jack Pelton, as tired of the misinformation as the rest of us, just took aim at the GA Caucus to let them know that this simply isn't acceptable or true. The following is a missive that Jack sent out just a few days ago. I feel really compelled to make sure the record is set straight on where General Aviation stands on HR2997. That is why I am reaching out to all of you. The misrepresentation of our position is getting beyond frustrating. Some voices in Congress and elsewhere in government purporting to speak for General Aviation do not in any way, shape, or form represent the views of the General Aviation community. I represent over 200,000 General Aviation participants in 900 chapters located in every state. We, along with 117 other General Aviation organizations, stand completely united in opposition to any effort to remove air traffic control from the FAA and congressional oversight. Collectively, we represent basically every voice in General Aviation. I hope this sets the record straight and encourages you to please communicate this within your office. Captain Chesley, Sullenberger, is not a fan of ATC privatization, and even if it does not pass this year, he says he's concerned about the direction the U.S. House is taking in proposing it for the second year in a row. Sullenberger discussed the privatization issue and others in an interview with Yahoo's Couric this week. On the topic of privatization, Sullenberger told Couric that he is concerned about safety, equitability, and access to the system if it is enacted. He said that privatizing ATC is a political solution to a budget problem, and that the current plan would allow the largest airlines to control access, fees, and pricing for the entire industry. On the issue of pilot experience rules, Sullenberger said that it is critical that every pilot who sits in the pilot seat of an airliner must be the absolute master of the aircraft, all its systems, and the weather conditions you are experiencing, the situation you're facing at the moment continuously throughout the flight. Finally, Sullenberger said that there is not a pilot shortage, but while airlines are currently able to attract qualified, experienced pilot applicants, it is important to be sure the industry as a whole continues to be healthy in that regard. After the break, check out the CAF's latest edition.
Progressive Aerodyne's Sea Ray Adventure offers Rotax 912 power, a basic instrument panel, and radios. Fly it away for under $120,000. Visit searay.com for more details.
In collaboration with NASC, introducing Sonix Aerospace, bringing you the Taros Group 4 UAS, the redesigned Tiger Shark Block 4, and the Subsonics Twin Jet UAS, all derived from flight-proven manned systems, not concepts, real aircraft. More at sonixaerospace.com.
Welcome back. The CAF has announced the addition of a Bell 47 to their fleet. The CAF has the world's largest collection of flying vintage military aircraft, but this helicopter is their only flying helicopter. The Bell 47 is a two-bladed single-engine light aircraft manufactured by Bell Helicopter. The Bell 47 entered U.S. military service in 1946 as the H-13 Sioux. Its versatility made it an excellent candidate for scouting, search and rescue, and medevac duties. Including the Bell 47 in the fleet gives the CAF an opportunity to broaden the story of American military aviation, even extend into the Vietnam War era, because many of that generation's helicopter pilots were trained in the type. The CAF's example is a Bell 47 G4A featuring a 310 horsepower Lycoming VO540, was constructed in 1969 for the civilian market. The aircraft has been assigned to a new sponsor group called the Telrotor Group, led by CAF Colonel Roger Sharp. The helicopter will be hangared in the Central Texas Wing's World War II hangar at the San Marcos Regional Airport. Those interested in supporting this aircraft or joining the CAF's first helicopter-specific unit are encouraged to contact CAF Colonel Roger Sharp. Each week, we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
Our A&M video crew took the opportunity at EAA AirVenture 2016 to capture a lot of video of the CAF B-29 named Fifi. Our montage of this airplane includes lots of scenes on the ground, in the air, and on board the airplane. Search Aero-TV cruising the Superfortress, A&N rides along with Fifi, and the CAF on YouTube. After these messages, Delta gets its first A350 XWB.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Delta Airlines has taken delivery of its first A350-900 and will be the first U.S. airline to operate the newest member of Airbus's leading wide-body family. The delivery is the first of 5 A350-900s scheduled for delivery to Delta in 2017. The aircraft features 32 seats in the Delta One cabin, 48 seats in Delta Premium Select, and 226 seats in the main cabin. It's one of the top professional development opportunities available to America's youth, but you have to be a high-achieving Civil Air Patrol cadet to participate. It's Cadet Officer School, which began recently at Maxwell AFB, site of CAP National Headquarters and home of Air University and professional military education for the U.S. Air Force. That makes it the ideal venue to develop the leadership skills of CAP's top cadets. Pilots at Mesa Airlines, represented by ALPA, have ratified a new 4-year agreement with their management. Of the 761 pilots who voted, 58% cast ballots in favor of the agreement. We are pleased with today's results, said Captain Andy Hughes, chairman of the ALPA Mesa Pilots Master Executive Council. This tentative agreement delivers improvements in pay, vacation, and retirement, placing us in line with the rest of our peers, and that's what pattern bargaining is all about. The State Department has made a determination approving a possible foreign military sale to Australia for upgrades for FA-18EF Super Hornet aircraft. The estimated cost is $101.4 million. The Defense Security Cooperation Agency delivered the required certification notifying Congress of this possible sale on July 10, 2017. The AIA has announced that Lieutenant General David F. Melcher, AIA's president and CEO, has informed the association that he is departing to pursue other interests effective December 31, 2017. Mr. Melcher will continue to serve as CEO of AIA until that time, and will participate in the selection and onboarding process leading to the appointment of his successor. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Hackers are making it easy for DJI drone operators to get around the geofencing function included in the firmware of DJI drones, and the company is taking steps to thwart that practice. Such firmware patches are being made available at various locations on the internet. The drone maker is reportedly very concerned about legal action and does not want its aircraft to be involved in incidents where operators violate the law. The company has begun a firmware update campaign to close holes in the firmware used to circumvent its no-fly zone restrictions in the past few weeks. It has also started removing older versions of the firmware thought to be vulnerable from its servers. DJI spokesman Victor Wang, DJI's Technology Security Director, said that unauthorized modification of a DJI drone is not recommended, as it can cause unstable flight behavior that can make operating the drone unsafe. DJI is not responsible for performance of a modified drone, and we strongly condemn any user who attempts to modify their drone for illegal or unsafe use. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. See you tomorrow.